good time with it.
I think so I found out that the green crystal shards, which I don't know if you unlock anything after unlocking the suit.
But you can
But it
get, like
does count toward like getting all the crystal shards counts towards your percentage, like your item percentage.
oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah. So I think I've gotten all the ones in the desert now. I think I may have, and it also includes the ones like when you go into like the little shrines and there's like the little
Yeah.
cases of them. I think I may have missed one or two. So I'm going back now and looking.
So what percentage are you at item-wise?
99.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I've done
Okay.
everything. Yeah.
Have you done the scans too, or just the items?
Scans, I think I'm at like 90%. I'm not super worried about it.
Yeah. Dang. I think I've only 100%ed the Great Minds because I went right back in after you get out.
Yeah.
And then 100% of that. And now I'm in Flare Pool.
Flare Pool, yeah.
Flare Pool.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Like I
think
I don't think I've ever been. I'm not upset, but like I don't think I've ever been in like a more of a disagreement with these reviewers than I've ever been in any other game.
Yeah, and it's not even like an issue with 8 out of 10s or 7 out of 10s, but the 6 out of 10s,
Yeah,
like that's kind of egregious.
Yeah,
especially when there are no like there's no bugs in the game.
Yeah,
There's
no bugs.
issues
Like
with frame rate or graphical fidelity. Like, everything performance-wise is perfect.
Yeah. No, there's no like there's no way of getting. I mean, I'm sure there is maybe potentially, but there's like a glitch. But there's no way of getting locked out of going back. Like they do a smart ways of like getting you back into the old levels and stuff. So
Yeah,
it's kind of wild. That
I feel like there's a smear campaign.
I do too. I really do.
For some reason. And like, yeah,
Even like the Switch like the Switch 1 version runs like really, really well.
runs at 60.
Yeah, which is crazy. So I don't know. I mean, I get like the critiques of like the levels are kind of there's not a lot of backtracking. There is backtracking, but there's not a lot of like interconnectivity.
Yeah, and that is like I wish there was more of that.
Yeah, but I'm still like I'm fine with it, you know? I mean, we've gotten all like every game. I mean, we've gotten all these games before and they're still there to play. This one's just
Like
yeah, I think you nailed it on the head like perfectly when you said it was like a blend of Halo, Metroid, and what was the other one?
When I say Zelda?
Zelda, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Miles never got annoying, like even on the radio where it's like, hey, you should go check out so and so. You've unlocked the new item. It's like it's just a reminder. Like it's not a big deal. Like
Yeah.
it's
Like, why are people so upset about it?
like people were like, yeah, and that's why I think like the whole smear campaign really was like a real thing because like why are we hyper fixated on one character you spent 20 minutes with, and that's literally all the time you spend with him, like outside of like getting, you're going back and getting your upgrades and stuff. Like you're not traveling around with him or anything. And he's not even annoying. Like he's a perfectly fine, normal character. And he's not even like I wouldn't even call him a comedic relief because it's not like he's constantly
like cracking
throwing in jokes, It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And like the other characters are fine. Like
yeah.
The escort stuff is like very un-Metroid, but
very un-Metroid, very, very Halo. But it was cool moments. And like you only spend time with him, like even in the mines, like you really don't spend that much time before you're separated. So
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think people were just overly harsh for whatever reason.
I mean, 18 years of build up. I think people just wanted to play Metroid Prime 1 again.
We just got that though.
I know. It's like Prime 3 was linear. It was linear as fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? All right. You ready to get started?
Let's do it.
Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with the Bros Cast, episode 289. My name is Harrison. I'm joined by my brother Nick, as always. Nick, how you doing, buddy?
What's up? I'm doing fantastic on this glorious Tuesday.
This glorious, glorious Tuesday.
I'm doing great. Doing great. You know, I've been playing Metroid Prime 4. Been hyped about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about our impressions here in a second, but yeah, it's very good. It's a very, very, very good game.
Yep.
Sorry, I was just typing in some hashtags over on YouTube. But yeah, so this week, we're obviously going to give our Metroid Prime 4 impressions. I mean, this is like really the last big game. I mean, this is it, right? I mean, there's Skate Story that launched yesterday. Yeah. But yeah, unless we get some sort of crazy shadow drop at the Game Awards, this is the big game. And boy, I think it's a pretty special one. And then we're also going to give our Game Award predictions like we do every year. We will be live streaming it on Thursday. Nick obviously just had his baby, so he might be in and out a little bit.
Probably be more out than in. Yeah, but I'll try to.
I mean, it's like a 20-hour show, so yeah, I wouldn't expect it to be here. But nonetheless, I will definitely be there full time or the whole time, reacting to some cool announcements at the very beginning, and then 3 hours of mediocrity.
Oh yeah, some free to play slop, and then 20 minutes of really good stuff at the end.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, it's still exciting. I love the Game Awards. I love what Jeff Keighley does. I mean, he's like literally the only person that's giving us any sort of like excitement around like big news shows. But obviously we still critique them because I like the long shows, but when it's just like you said, just filled with slop, it's
hard to enjoy sometimes. And I know it's supposed to be about the awards, but people watch it for the announcements.
Yeah,
and that's why.
Although this year I'm very excited because I want to hear like especially the music. Like the music is always good, but like I cannot wait to hear Expedition 33. We got a little bit of like that acoustic set at the Summer Games Fest, but I'm excited to see a full orchestra behind that game. So I'm very excited.
If that like soundtrack ever went on tour,
I'd go see it.
I'd go see it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, that would be awesome. All right, Nick. Well, before we dive into to Metroid Prime and what we've been playing, how was your week?
Week was good. You know, another week with the new baby. You know, learning new things and you know, facing new challenges. But it's been awesome. It's been really great.
Yeah, about a month here in a few days.
I know. It's insane how quickly time's moving, but every day
also very slow.
But every day is very slow.
It's literally like an everyday, like,
yeah. You wake up, and then suddenly the day is gone, and night falls again.
Then you have to battle the night falls.
But yeah, it's been good. How about you? How's your weekend? How you doing?
It was good. It was a good week. Obviously we went to mom and dad's annual Christmas party. That was a good time seeing everybody. Kellen had his last soccer game, which is exciting. He was upset that it was ending. But yeah, he ended up scoring like 5 goals. So he played a good game and had a great time. He's looking forward to whenever the next season starts. I'm not sure if one starts. I'm sure one starts in the spring, but we'll have to double check. So he definitely wants to do that again. So he's excited. Nice. He seems to like soccer, and I kind of want to get him into like the next step because like he literally is like the biggest kid and fastest kid on the team.
Is he the oldest?
I don't know if he's the oldest or not because the range is from like 6 to 8. So I mean, depending on the child, I mean they could you could have a huge 6-year-old or a small 8-year-old. It just kind of depends on their growth cycle. Yeah. But yeah, he's definitely the biggest and fastest. It's funny, but so yeah, we're looking forward to the next season whenever that starts. But yeah, other than that, it was a good week. Played a ton of Metroid on Sunday. Hell yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's dive into it.
Let's talk
you've got Kirby Air Riders on here. You played some more of that before we dive in?
No, I forgot to update it. I have only been playing Prime 4. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, let's dive into that. I mean, it sounds like now at this point, both of us are approaching the end game, right?
Yeah.
You haven't entered the last area. I have not entered the last area, but we're both kinda doing the end of game cleanup, getting all the items, getting as many
Yeah.
skins as possible.
The funnest part about Metroid
Yeah,
is going back
I
and,
love
like,
that fun cleanup, it's so fun.
yeah, the cleanup is so much fun, and, um, yeah, I mean, let's just kinda break it down, I guess. I mean, it's I mean, we'll talk about the reviews here in a moment, but I mean, it's a Metroid game. It's not quite as intricate as like Metroid Prime One. Like I would really compare like Metroid Prime One to like a Dark Souls, where this is more of like a Dark Souls Two, where you have like your hub and then you have like the branching off paths. Like that's kind of the
Yeah.
best way I can describe it. Um, but I don't think that necessarily takes away from the game. Like each area is beautiful in its own way. Each level is intricate in its own way. You're going to be going back to these areas multiple times throughout the game for
Mhm.
story reasons. Once you unlock upgrades and have to go back, so it's not like you aren't
It's not
forced.
one and done.
You have to go back there and discover new stuff that you can like a typical Metroid experience. So yeah, I think all the reviews and stuff we read online are accurate for the most part. I can see where people get upset about it not being as intricate as like Metro Prime One, and I could see somebody dinging it for that. But as far as like the characters go and like the moments where when you're with some of the NPCs, like I don't think it necessarily takes away from Metroid at all. It's different. You had texted me yesterday and said it's a blend of Zelda, Metroid, and Halo. And it definitely does feel a lot like Halo in a lot of these moments. But then you spend 15 minutes with a character, with a couple of characters or a character, and fight some enemies, and then you're back on your own again, doing the normal Metroid stuff, exploring and all that stuff. There's the Miles character. Yes, you can radio him when you're in the main desert and he'll give you some ideas on where to go. But he's
Yeah.
not constantly chatting at you all the time. Like he does occasionally, ring in and say, "Hey, I see you got an upgrade. Why don't you go to, the ice belt and see, use your new weapon there." So it's like a friendly reminder, but it's not overbearing. And again, I don't think it takes away from the overall experience. I wouldn't ding, if I was reviewing it, I wouldn't ding at a point because we have voice acting in Metroid. I don't think it takes away at all.
Yeah, I don't think it does either, and, I've been seeing a lot of knock on the game's visuals from the Twitter and TikTok side of things. I
It's a
It's
beautiful
a
game. I know.
freaking beautiful game, and, like, obviously, video compression does any game dirty when you're, trying to,
Yeah.
show something on the internet. But, like,
That's what I call the sheeps online. Like they all have
yeah,
like one collective
looks like
hive
PS3
mind.
game,
It
looks like
looks
a
like
PS3.
it's like, bro, go back and play a PS3 game, like and tell me
I
if you
saw
see a difference in like especially in fidelity and stuff like that
some
and lighting and stuff. Like
one
actually go
comment
back.
was, on one of the videos that I posted was that this looks like a PS Vita game. I was like, "Really? The PS
Okay.
Vita, the handheld PlayStation device from, like, freaking 2012? Yeah. Yeah, it looks exactly like that." It's a great analysis.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, like, the game is freaking beautiful. When you're
Yeah.
playing on the TV, 4K, 60 frames per second, it looks incredible. The lighting's really
Does.
great, the HDR is really great. Even when you're in Soul Valley, like, I do think that visually is the lesser experience compared to, like, the individual areas, but it still looks really great.
Yeah, it does.
And even on handheld when you're playing, either at 60 or 120, it still looks really good. So, like,
Yeah. And it's fun. Like and again, I don't understand like where people were bored in the desert. Like it is genuinely fun driving around. Like the Viola, it feels so good to drive.
yeah.
It's instantaneous when you press start to activate the motorcycle. You can get in and out really really quickly. It's got boost speed, which you can unlock more boost with same with your other weaponry. So that's really cool. Yeah, there's not really much music, when you're just driving around, but I think just hearing like the motorcycle itself like going is I think that's enough for me. Like I don't necessarily need like I mean, yeah, I mean if there's like an overall theme, like a ocarina, like a Hyrule Field or something, sure. And I know that the big controversy is the amiibo has the music that
And
you
that
can
does
unlock
help.
early. You can still unlock the music, do it through in the game, by finishing, I believe, or doing something. But obviously,
You have
that
to finish it 100%.
instantaneously unlocks it for you. But whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. That is kind of weird. I wish they didn't lock things behind amiibo, and I think there's like viola colors as well that are locked
Yeah,
behind the viola amiibo. So that's kind of stupid. Like you could have just included that. I mean, that could have been cool stuff to find in the desert. You
yeah,
know,
that's been
like
very cool.
additional things to uncover. Like, oh, it's a new color for a view, and then, that's not super exciting, but it is something to find. You
Yeah,
know, so they could have done that. Um, they could have even done like like finding music tracks
yeah,
around the
that'd been
desert. Like,
cool.
oh, you're digging up a cassette or something, and it's a soundtrack for Ice Belt or Fury Green or whatever.
Yeah,
So I mean, obviously, like they could have done that kind of stuff, and it's a bummer that they've locked behind the amiibo. But you know, it's okay. Like if that stuff didn't exist, if there weren't any colors for the viola, or if there wasn't any music for Soul Valley, like I don't think it's a knock against the game if it didn't have it. So,
yeah.
um, yeah. Do you wanna talk through each area? Kind of just like give our thoughts on each area, whether we loved it, liked it, disliked it.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely yeah, well, I guess we'll just start by, like, in order of the areas, like, start with Volt Forge.
Fury Green?
Oh, yeah, Fury Green, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, start with Fury Green.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the most simple, like, as far as, like, layout goes, but, man, it is a beautiful,
It's
beautiful
beautiful.
area, and that music in that area is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, very awesome. Like that area did remind me of the opening level of Halo 3.
Yes, yeah,
Like very much so. In a good
yeah,
way. Like I love that opening level of Halo 3. Um, but this is definitely a good introduction. It felt like classic Metroid. Like it felt like the opening area of Metroid 1, Metroid Prime
mhm,
1 to an extent.
yep,
Obviously more linear, not as many branching paths, and it was shorter than I thought it was gonna be.
yeah,
Um, and aside from like the hub base that Miles sets up, there's not too many reasons to go back there aside from inserting your green crystals, and then there's like the little like the puzzle that you do with each of the elemental
yeah.
chart, like the elemental shots. Um, so other than those things, there's not a big reason to go back. So maybe that's why they set up the base there to force you to keep going back to Fury Green to make it more relevant to the player. But
Yeah, there I mean, there is, items and stuff that are scattered throughout there as
that
well.
that require like later game
Yeah, yep,
unlocks. Okay,
yep.
okay, that's good to know.
I didn't realize I was getting ready to hit because at the very end of the game, there's a moment where it says, "Okay, if you're done, continue, we'll
Like the point
proceed
of
with the
no
mission
return.
because, yeah, the point of no return." And I was like, "You know what? I haven't fully explored Fury Green." And then there's, like, that little robot that you can, hit with the electric, bolt, and it'll, like, show you where all the items are, the unacquired items are in the map.
Mhm.
Have you done that before?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, there's one in Fury Green near the entrance, and as soon as I hit it, yeah, there was, like, 5 or 6 that popped up that I missed.
Were they on new paths or were they just hidden like in places you've
Just
already
hidden in
been?
plain sight. Yeah, when I went and found, I'm like, "Man, that was really, really hidden." But again, it was just in plain sight, and you use,
Nice.
like, the burn, ammo to burn away some bramble or something like that. So, yeah, yeah, there's some stuff in Fury Green.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good opening area. Could have been a bit longer, but you know, it was kind of
Yeah,
a semi-tutorial area. I know there was like the Federation space pirate battle
yep.
at the beginning of the game, but this is kind of an extension of that introduction into the
And now that you brought that up, I forgot about it. I initially I came home and I have a third party dock that I play on, like, my TV out in the living room, and I initially started playing there. And as soon as the game launched and you got control of Samus, she was in slow motion. Like, the entire game was in slow motion. And I was like, I know this game is 60 frames per second. Like, what is going on? I restarted the game, I rebooted the Switch, still the same problem. And I was like, well, I've never had a problem with the dock before with any other game. And then I brought it into the main dock and it worked perfectly. So, and I haven't tried it since. So I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very weird. Now, at first I was like, did I get a faulty cartridge or what? Because it was just straight in slow motion.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very weird. And then once I brought it into my actual game room and on the regular dock, it worked just fine. But
okay.
Yeah, that was really weird.
Nice. That's strange.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that first area on the planet, I can't remember what the planet was.
Tanamor?
Tanamor, yeah, I think that sounds correct.
Yeah.
And then Silas attacks you, and then you get warped to Viewers. But yeah, great starting area, I think.
All right, Volt Forge.
This probably was my least favorite, I think.
Really? Your least favorite? I think visually this one's just so cool looking.
It is really cool. I guess getting Viola was cool, but there's like literally the second, I think it was the last tower was just focused on doing like the driving stuff with Viola, which is fine. It's not necessarily bad. I thought it was good. I mean, I enjoyed this level a lot, but I think this may have been my least favorite.
The knock on this one is that there are too many elevators.
There is a lot of elevators in this one.
Yeah, just like 3 too many elevators. Like, yeah, you think.
And I will say this is kind of every level. I don't necessarily love the double scanning of stuff, like scanning stuff before it gets power, and then you have to scan it again once it gets power again, because that's a little bit obnoxious. And I don't know if it's like that in other Metroid games before, but yeah, the double scanning was a little bit. I felt like it was like just kind of fluffing the time a little bit,
right
on the level.
Well, in the other Metroid games, or at least in Prime 1, I think, if you go into your visor, anything important is, I think, orange, and then anything non-essential is like a light blue.
Yeah.
They should have done that in this game, because everything is just green in Prime 4. So you think everything needs to be scanned, but that's not the case. Like, you don't have to, like, not everything counts towards your scan percentage.
Oh, wow.
It's
okay.
only the stuff that goes into the logbook that counts, but there's no real way to know.
Yeah. Cause I was like doors and stuff, like you're constantly scanning.
But so that, like, I've been scanning everything that I see.
Yeah.
And that kind of artificially increases the length of the game, when I wish I just knew what the important things to scan were, rather than, let me scan this crate.
Or maybe just not have us scan doors, you know?
Like, yeah.
Or grates. Or I mean, I think the grates are fine, because like it'll tell you like, okay, you need some sort of like high power
projectile
explosive or something like that. So that's fine. But yeah, especially I would have been fine with all of it, except just double scanning everything was a little bit obnoxious.
Right.
And it was like that in every level. You have to go to the generator and reboot it, and then kind of traverse back through the level, for the most part.
I guess it was like that for Volt Forge, Ice Belt. Not for the last two, right?
Yeah, Ice Belt was a little bit different, because like there was this sequence of you're trying to run, like everything's getting shut down, so you can't go back through. Initially, you can after everything's said and done, but yeah, and then the Forge, not Volt Forge. What's the fire one called? Fire Pool?
Flare Pool?
Flare Pool. Yeah, that one, there's like the kind of explosive that's going on. So they're all a little bit different.
Yeah, a little bit. But Volt Forge and Ice Belt, you are going to turn on a generator.
Yep.
For both of those. So they should. I don't think they should have done that back to back. But I see what you're saying on Volt Forge. I just liked unlocking
visually. Visually, like that, it's pretty stunning. Like all the lightning and weather effects and stuff like that going on. And I thought that boss fight was cool. Like it's a good fight with getting rid of like the shield, like the plates, whatever. You have to go
Oh
around
yeah,
them.
that was a good one.
That was a cool one.
And then the Silex fight later on in the game when you go
Yeah,
back, that was a
yeah,
cool fight too with the
yep,
electricity.
yeah. That was
That one
cool.
was pretty challenging because you have to use the grapple to fly around the room.
Yeah, yeah. That was a
Yeah, it's a
sweet
good
fight.
fight. Alright, what's next? Ice Belt?
Yes, Ice Belt.
This
Um,
one this one was awesome.
this
I
one might
think
have been.
there's
This one might be could be my favorite. Obviously we haven't gone to the last portion of the game yet, but yeah, this one was like very very Metroid. Like you were just slow and methodical, scanning stuff. Not a lot of enemies.
well, in the intro with the wolves. That
Oh
was
yeah,
cool too.
that was a cool fight. Yeah, I died a
Yeah.
couple times because I guess it's just like you just have to survive.
Yeah.
And I died once, and then I ended up obviously getting through. But yeah, that was cool. And then you meet the second NPC as well. There.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Ice Belt was really really cool going through it.
And, like, all of the logbooks that you come across,
Yeah,
like, all the entries, like, oh, they're they're trying to save this it was almost like the virus had taken over and created what are the creatures called? Not the Lemorn, but what they got turned into.
yeah,
Yeah, I can't remember the name. But, like, it was basically that story, like,
yeah,
building up to it and, like, them trying to reverse it essentially, and then
yeah, yeah. It's cool. It's cool. Like the overall story too. Is like I think it's pretty solid.
yeah. I mean, it's
Um,
definitely told through the scans and the logbooks.
yeah,
It's not, like, super overt aside from, like, what happens with you and, like, the Federation troopers.
yeah,
Um,
and even in like the cutscenes, there's not a lot going. There's not a lot of exposition going on. It's just
no.
you're just kind of in the moment of stuff happening. There's not a lot of like revelations or anything. Most of that stuff, I would say, majority of that stuff, you're just playing as Samus by yourself, finding these logbooks, and um, yeah, so very very Metroid in that way.
Yeah. Yeah, then you get to the generator, and Ice Belt, turn it on, and there's just that beautiful light that shines.
Yep.
I'm like, "Dang, this looks good. This is
Yeah.
very, very visually impressive."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's that whole, like, not escape sequence, but yeah, the area or the entire area is, like, shutting down. You have
Yeah.
to
Everything's
find
basically
another way around.
unthawing and coming back to life,
Right.
which is always cool.
Yeah, that was awesome. See, I think I think that's my favorite area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was very cool. And then like going outside and there's like the wind aspect to it, and you have to
Oh,
like
yeah, that
go
too.
across the chains, and so yeah, it was a pretty interesting level. A lot of platforming and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So cool.
very Metroid.
Yeah.
Very Metroid Prime.
The next is Flare Pool.
Flare pool.
Which this one I actually went to Flare Pool first, and then obviously you can't proceed without a certain weapon. Um, but yeah, this is also another like visually stunning level with the fire and stuff like that.
Yeah. I I wasn't super impressed with, like, the first half of it when you're, um, like, with the 2 NPCs, because it
Yeah,
was pretty linear, like,
yeah,
really, really
very,
linear, kind of a corridor shooter almost.
very much like a Halo level. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, definitely like a Halo level, which isn't a bad thing, and I
Yeah,
say disappointed, I mean that from a Metroid perspective and not from like, "Oh, this level sucks"
yeah.
perspective. Um,
But I like the character. Like I love like yeah, I can't remember her name, but when you come across the second NPC and she's just like
Armstrong.
shocked. Yeah, Armstrong, and she's just like
Yeah.
shocked of like she's like, oh my
Oh,
god,
you're
this is
really
like the
Samus.
legendary bounty hunter Samus Aran, and like yeah, like she
A
is
huge
funny
fan.
in that way. Yeah, a huge fan. Like that's really really cool. And then there's like the sequences of you have to have you and the NPC in order to open up the door, and she's like, "Oh, come on, let me get in, let me help
Yeah.
out." Like I like that stuff. It wasn't annoying. It didn't take away anything. Again, like I don't have any problem with the NPCs in this game
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, those are pretty cool moments.
Yeah,
And then, of course, there's the really cool boss fight with the fire dragon creature.
yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, that was a cool one, like, fighting it first on Viola, chasing it around, and then
Yeah.
hopping off on the, like, the little platform, and that was good. It felt like a classic fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, of course, the escape sequence
That was so
was
much fun, dude.
so
I
cool.
love
That
the
one was
classic
awesome.
seat. Yeah. That was great.
Yeah. That was really fun. That, like the boss fight and that sequence definitely saved that area for me.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
yeah,
The
that
first half was pretty
elevated it.
weak in comparison.
Yeah. And then last up, the Great Minds. That was
Great
the
minds.
5th big area. I mean, this one I texted you earlier, but, like, this one felt like Gears of War, felt like Halo a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Kinda had the whole squad. You were
Very,
fighting
very
off,
again,
like, 4
very,
teams.
very familiar, like very similar with Firepool, but it was pretty linear. Like there's not a lot of like it breaks up a little bit once you get away from the NPCs, but it's
Right.
pretty linear area. But yeah, it's a great area though. Like very, very awesome, very not ooh-rah, like overly ooh-rah, but like there's a sense of
Kinda
like,
oorah
okay,
a little bit.
I'm part of a team here right now. It was pretty awesome.
And the reason I liked it more than maybe more than I should have is because it gives you a chance to use all of, like, the super shots that you get in the desert, like, all of
Yeah.
the upgrades to your different elemental shots, you get to use those in full force because,
Yep.
if you use your regular missile, it would cue the enemies, and they like, every time you used a missile, I can't remember what they're called,
The
but
sound would like trigger, yeah, the
the sound
enemies
would trigger the enemies to come.
and then like the green enemies that would explode, you have to freeze them first and then kill them, so they didn't
Yeah.
draw in more enemies. So yeah, it was very cool. It was very enemy oriented versus the other levels.
Yeah, definitely, like, "Hey, use your arsenal of weapons. You've
Yeah,
been
go crazy.
unlocking it throughout the game. Let's see you use it." And for that reason, I really like this area. I thought it
Yeah, it's
made
great.
a lot of sense from a gameplay perspective. It's not Metroid. Doesn't really feel like Metroid,
No, no.
but, you know
It does once you go back, like once you go back to it and you're going and cleaning up some of the areas. But yeah, just like going like there's like where you're trying to extend the bridge for the characters and stuff like that going up. Like there's some cool stuff in this level.
Yeah, definitely cool stuff. And, like, that's one thing about Metroid Prime 1. It's like there's never a real good reason to use your full arsenal. Like, some enemies have weaknesses to certain beams, but, you're never told, like, "Hey, like, just unleash hell on these
Yeah,
guys." And
yeah,
this and in Prime 4 gives you the opportunity to
yeah,
near the end of the game with this one.
yeah.
So,
There's a couple of like horde like moments where you're fighting for your life, jumping around the
yeah.
level and stuff like that with the NPCs. So yeah, it was a cool,
And,
very
like, the
very cool
claw
level.
drilling claw drilling,
Yeah, that was cool.
that made me think of Gears.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
That just like, "Oh, defend me while I'm drilling through this hole," like,
yeah,
yeah, that was
yeah. I
cool.
mean, like I don't know, it pains for me to say this, but, like, I could totally go for a Metroid, like, extraction shooter
Shut up.
or, some sort of third person, something like that, I don't know. And that could be kinda cool, or
It's
a
kinda made
co-op
me
experience.
maybe wanna play, Federation Force on 3DS.
Yeah, yeah, there you
I
go.
should pick that up.
But yeah, this level was great, I loved it, yeah, there's no level in this game that I think is bad or even close to being bad. Like, I
And,
think
like
each level has its strengths and weaknesses.
and just based off of us talking about them, like, they're all kinda different. They're all aiming for something,
Yeah,
relatively different. Like, yeah, the Great Minds is more of a shoot 'em up level. The Flare Pool kind of escort mission followed by an escape sequence.
yeah.
Ice Belt's very dreary, very atmospheric.
Yeah, that
Uh,
one's probably the most Metroid level of all of them because like,
yeah.
I mean, and I guess in, like, Volt Forge, I mean, you're literally by yourself the entire time, um,
Mhm.
right? No, you come across an NPC, don't you? Yeah, you come
No,
across the
no.
sergeant, right? And that one?
I
Because
thought that was
the
Ice Belt.
sniper guy is Ice Belt.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Sniper's Ice Belt. Do you find the Sergeant when you go back to Volt Forge?
I can't remember.
Because I
So
didn't think
Armstrong
you found
Armstrong
him
is
the first
in,
time.
or is Sergeant and Armstrong, are they both in fire?
Oh, they might both be in Flare Pool.
Yeah, Flare Pool, yeah. And then Ice, and then Volt Forge is just, yeah, I think Volt Forge is just you getting Viola. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I spell it definitely feels like the most Metroid level. But yeah, each level offers something different. Each level is cool and unique in its own way. And I think if you treat it like a lot of people were saying that it's very Ocarina of Time esque with the overall, like the big hub area, and then you have the splitting off areas. I think I can dig that. It's really cool.
Yeah, it definitely they definitely went for something specific, and I respect the vision.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone. It's not going to appeal to everybody. But at the same time, like I got frustrated with Metroid Prime 1 when I played it back in 2023. Like that mission at the end where you have to collect the 12 talismans or collect the 13 talismans, like that involved a ton of backtracking back to every area. Like that.
Yeah.
If that game were to come out today, it would get docked for that.
Yeah.
Just like Prime 4 is getting docked for the green crystals and the mech parts, which like the mech parts, that was easy. That's easy.
Yeah, like four of them are in the desert, and then I think two of them are, one's like right outside the ice belt. Yeah, I mean you have to go into the ice belt and then kind of go out. And then the other one I think is in
Flare Pool.
There might be one in ice or in
and I think it's Flare Pool, Ice
Flare
Belt, and then the 4 in the desert.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, that wasn't. I didn't find that like annoying at all. But and then for the people that are like mad about the green, like so in the game, there's these green crystal shards that are in the desert, and you collect them, and there's like a pedestal you can take them back to in
Fury Green.
Fury Green, where you can unlock additional upgrades, and you do have to do it. But if you just while you're driving and you don't like a Metroid game, you're actually out there exploring, even though it's a desert and there's not a ton of do. I mean, there is a lot of stuff to do. I mean, there's the shrines to find, and then like I don't know, I was every single time a green crystal shard showed up on my map, in front of me, I would go hit it and then just drive off. Very simple. Like it doesn't take a lot. But yeah, I guess reviewers weren't doing that while they were playing the game, and then at the end they realized, oh, we need a ton of green shards. But if you just kind of collected them as you played, it wouldn't really be an issue. But
yeah, like by the time I finished with the Great Mines and had the specific ability needed to bust open like the larger clusters, like the large rocks in the desert, which grant you a lot of green shards. I was already 75% of the way through the meter. So like that took maybe 5 minutes to go through. Like, oh, I'm going to find these big clusters, blow them up, and then I'm at, quote unquote 100%, and I can go get the final upgrade. Like, yeah, I guess just people didn't, like reviewers just didn't do that.
Yeah. I mean, we were texting back and forth, but I have come to the realization that video game reviewers for these websites are not very good at gaming.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times they don't even finish the games. Like we've heard stories about that. Like they don't even finish the main story. It doesn't happen all the time, but yeah, that stuff really irks me. Like I get the time crunch, and I get Nintendo doesn't always give you 2 weeks in advance, to play the game. But that being said, Metroid Prime, I'm 99% done with it, and I'm at like 14 and a half hours, 15 hours. It's not a long game. And I don't do that I don't game for a living. That's, I feel like if you're doing it for a living, like you should be able to knock it out and still get joy out of it and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm not in the review field, but yeah, just common sense would be, okay, the game is telling me to collect these things. I should probably, I don't know what it's going to do in the long run, what it's going to offer me, but maybe I should just collect them as I go would be the common sense. And
right. You have the meter in
wasn't
your
so common
start screen. So you can see that there's a meter that needs to be filled.
Yep.
And like, yeah, common sense would say, hey, maybe I should collect
and
these
Miles is telling you, like, every so often, hey,
how's
make sure to deposit your green crystal shards. You could get something cool.
Yeah.
So the game's telling you, I don't know, you're just refuse to listen, or you muted the NPC because you don't want to hear him talk because it's a Metroid game, and Metroid game should be an isolating experience, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And then like the mech parts, like I came across the sniper guy out in the desert, and he gave me the teleportation key pretty early.
It took me forever to find him. Like Miles was like, hey, Tanaka or whatever his name is out there in the desert. And I was like, where's he at? Like I looked all over, and then I finally found the smoke signal, and I was like, and then that was him. And then you get like a couple of cool like little backstory, cutscenes for him, like which is cool.
So you didn't find him until after Great Minds?
Why is he out there after?
Yeah, I found him like after Ice Belt.
Oh wow! Yes, I never came across him. There was once I unlocked the electrical gun. I went and found the little robot that shows where all the items are, and they're in the areas where he shows up were items, but I couldn't find him. And I was like, well, where's the item? And I'm like, well, maybe something happens in the story and something, whatever. And that's ended up what it being. But yeah, I didn't find him until after Miles was like, yeah, he's out there in the desert somewhere. Go find him to help you with the with the mech parts, because I'd already found all the mech parts.
You just needed to.
I just needed to find it. Well, I found all the ones in the desert. I didn't go back to some of the other areas that you have to go to, but
gotcha.
But yeah.
So like by the time I got to that end game quest, I'd already sent over 3 or 4 mech parts.
Okay.
So I only need to get 3 more.
And while I was looking for Tanaka, I was crushing green crystal. Like come on, man! Like you gotta kill 2 birds with 1 stone with this kind of stuff.
So there's like an electrical robot out in Soul Valley.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta find him.
So it's if you go to the Forge.
Volt Forge.
Volt Forge. Yeah. Go to Volt Forge, and to the right, like if you're facing it, to the right there is 2 of those little psychic platform things that you can create.
Yes. Okay.
And you go up there, and he's right. He's great. Yeah, he's right. Yeah, that's like one of the first things I found. And then just zap them, and then obviously it'll show you everything in, even items like that are in. Like because every single shrine has also an item that you can acquire outside of like the upgrade to the weapon. There's some sort of missile or whatever. Even if you've completed the shrine and missed one of those items, it'll show you on the map that there's an item in there. So
okay,
that's
cool.
So yeah, and like I don't know how the other Prime games were, and I can't remember if this was the case in like Metroid Dread, but like being able to just unlock something that shows you where these items are, I think is really cool. You still have to figure out the puzzle to get to those items, but at least you know where they are, which I think is really, really cool.
Yeah, I can't remember if Dread did that. I know I 100%ed it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was on my own accord or if that was with help from the game, but I can't remember. But that is nice that you can use that and kind of go through an area and sweep it up quicker than you normally could.
I did kind of wish that you could go into an area from the main map and go into like each individual area and see what you need. I didn't see there was a way to do that. That would have been nice to know how many items you were missing.
I thought you could.
Maybe you can.
Like you can look at the maps for each area, but
yeah. Maybe you can. I'm just misremembering. Yeah, very, very, very like friendly if you're wanting to collect everything, which most Metroid fans are gonna want to do. So I like that a lot.
Yeah. Any final thoughts? We'll probably both finish it
this week.
by the podcast next week. But
yeah, well,
I'm at like either an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10 right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely at a 9 for sure, and it'll probably be depending on how the story wraps up and the game wraps up and any additional like in-game content. Yeah, it's great, man. This is like my type of jam. Like I love, and this is arguably the worst part of the game, but I love the desert part. Like I love being out there and just exploring and coming across, the wreckage from from the ship and stuff like that, and fighting enemies. And yeah, there's a lot to do if you want stuff to do in that area. If you want to avoid it, then I don't know, you're missing out, I think.
I think there is a decent amount to do. I think there could be more. Like I said, like finding those weapon colors or like something else to unlock rather than just the missile upgrades, the weapon upgrades, and then I mean that's really it, right? Energy tank upgrades, Viola tank upgrades.
Yeah, like you said, like maybe having like skins or something you can unlock, right? For the suit, like I don't know, going to like a classic skin or something like that, or change up for Viola would have been cool. But outside of that, I mean, other than the levels being more Metroid, like I kind of like this era of Metroid that we're in for the Prime games. Like I could definitely go for another one of these, in a couple of years with Metroid Prime 5 or whatever they decide to do. And then you have like your Metroid Dread as like the 2D Metroid as like your hardcore, Metroid game that you kind of come to expect. Like I like that these are different.
Yeah. And like to be honest, Metroid games have been fairly linear since really since Prime 3 and even Metroid Fusion. Like Fusion super linear,
very linear,
very, very talky. Prime 3 is very linear. Even Dread to an extent, like it's pretty linear. Like a lot of things get gated off throughout that game, and you're kind of funneled into a specific direction. So I don't understand where all the hate is coming from for Prime 4 specifically when the franchise has been going in this direction for quite a long time.
Yeah, and that's like the whole point of a Metroid game, right? Is like not everything is open to you at the very beginning. Like you unlock stuff and then you come back. You can only go a certain path for so long with what you have, and then once you unlock it, then you can kind of venture off a little bit. And even then, you're like, oh yeah, there's this door back here that I can go into with this missile upgrade, and then you go in there and there's something else blocking you. So like you still have to. So yeah, I don't really know what the issue is. Like
you still have those light bulb moments, like you do with every other.
It's Metroid. I don't know. It's Metroid. Like it's exactly like you're gonna go back through these levels a bunch of times, replaying them with your new like weapons. I mean, you could theoretically unlock one new ability upgrade and then go back to a level. For me, like I waited like until I got a couple different upgrades and then I went back and kind of got everything. But I mean, you could do that. They're just not all connected together, and maybe that's the issue. If it was all these levels, but they were somehow interconnected in a way without the big hub world, I think a lot of people would have liked that more. But I don't know. The desert, I think, is a cool, unique aspect of the game that I'm not saying that the Prime series has missed or was missing, but I think it's a cool addition.
Yeah. I mean, I think the bike's cool. Like, yeah, I like that vision. I don't necessarily need it to be a mainstay in the franchise.
Yeah.
If they went with a more interconnected world for Prime 5, like I'd be supportive of that too, because that's fun in its own right. Like circling back on an area is exciting. So like I understand like people who wanted that obviously would be disappointed, but you're not in the desert that much of the time. I just don't see it as that big of a drawback, to be honest.
Yeah. It's kind of funny, like thinking of like the lore of the game. Like when you get to Volt Forge, you're like, man, like these people, everybody was just on motorcycles all the time.
Right.
The
Yeah.
amount of like ones they were manufacturing, because as soon as you light up the generator, like they're just immediately manufacturing all
Yeah,
these
they were in production.
violas. Yeah, they were in heavy production. I'm like, dude, there's nobody here, man.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that, but like that, like just viola playing such a big part in this game's lore. It's so
Yeah.
funny. Like, man, they were really just cruising around this desert on bikes.
Like just constantly.
Yeah. It's so funny.
And then just like this is kind of the Prime series in general, but so many times where you come across a new room and enemies are coming after you, and you're like, I did that. I got to scan this item first, or I got to
Right.
scan you, or I got to scan
One
this
second.
pedestal or something. Like, hold on.
Some of those enemies are hard to scan, like the little bat things that fly at you very quick.
Like, yeah, those were a little annoying. Just
Like,
just to
I
scan.
literally don't have time to scan you.
Yeah. Yeah, those were a little frustrating because like that came across. I think that was that Ice Belt that they were introduced in, and I'm like, man, like this is like the third time I've come across it. Like, so
Right.
But yeah, Metro Prime 4 is great. I think if you're, I don't know, if you're on the heels, you're not sure that you want to buy this game, and you looked at the reviews. I think if you like Metroid, I think if you specifically might like Metroid Prime, like I think you're gonna love this game. Like I think the NPC dialogue stuff was blown way out of proportion. It really was, like it really was. Yeah, I don't know what the internet's deal was, and these previewers that all collectively decided to hate on this one character. But
it really felt like a psyop.
Yeah, it was like generational hate, man. Like, man, like we hate this person this
Like,
much.
I want to kill Miles McKenzie. Like, really, dude? Like he's
like Logan played. He's like, yeah, I let him die. I'm like, dude, okay, you're
let's like kind of grow up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, grow up, man. Like,
I love listening to Logan play, and I listen to NVC all the time, and I love his opinions and I love his reviews. But like that sentiment was a little bit egregious.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah, because then that just adds fuel to the fire for these idiots on the internet and Twitter and stuff like that, where you have this, you have Miles, the Miles character, which again, he's totally fine, and he's not. Yeah, he's a fine character. But then you have the amiibo thing with the music, and then you have people online just like, oh, it looks like a PS3 game. They do that with every single Nintendo game, of course, but it's like don't add fuel to the fire for these people. Like,
right. It's all just kind of engagement bait.
Yeah. And then you had like Giant Bomb, like they were like, yeah, we kind of disagree with all the stuff that's going on with the story around like the Miles and those characters, which was much appreciated. Kind of funny. Same thing. They were like, yeah, we played this, and I don't really understand the.
They gave it a 9 out of 10, right?
Yeah, I think Tim did. I can't remember what the other. I think it was just him that reviewed it. Him and then they had Logan on there as well. And even like Logan was backtracking and saying like, yeah, it actually wasn't like that bad. I'm like, yeah, you played 20 minutes with a character. Like, geez, man, like your half your video was about this one character. Like, golly, like what are we doing?
It's just
very
train. Yeah. Like,
very, very frustrating.
This game does not deserve the Metacritic score that it has.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
So obviously, last week we did our tier list for first party Switch 2 games. Where does this land? We had DK at S tier. Obviously, we haven't finished it yet, so we don't quite know. I'm gonna say it's S tier. I might end up enjoying this more than Donkey Kong.
Really?
Yeah.
I would still put it below Donkey Kong.
I've really these types of games where you put me in like a hub world and there's stuff to do. It's not like it's not open world per se, but it's a hub world and there's just stuff for me to do all the time. Like it never when I'm traveling around, like it doesn't feel like I'm not doing anything because of the green crystal shards. Like you're just constantly like, it's like, oh, look over there. Yeah, and it's I guess you could consider it a collectathon game, right? Because you're collecting all these upgrades, but they're meaningful upgrades in a way. Yeah.
What other games are like this?
I'd have to. I mean, I don't know.
Think about it more, but
yeah, I had to think
no,
about
I'm
it
just
more, but
curious. Like, I'm trying to think like what other game has kind of a somewhat basic hub.
probably like God of War. Like I love God of War. Like
Like Ragnarok.
Yeah, Ragnarok in 2018. Like I love like going back to the levels.
Yeah, there were some cool unlockables in the hub area.
Yeah, I kind of love stuff like that.
Yeah, it kind of is like God of War. Yeah, I mean God of War, Ocarina of Time. Obviously, that's been cited a lot as a similar game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. It's a fun game.
So,
I'm loving this. Yeah, I would put it either at the top of A or bottom of S for me at this moment.
Okay. But, and you've played more Metroid games than I have. So where does this kind of land, as far as your favorites go?
Let's see. Dread is my favorite. Prime Remastered is my second favorite. And then I can't remember what I have below that. Maybe Fusion.
Yeah, Fusion's great, man.
Fusion's so awesome.
Played that I think last year.
Yeah, my top 5 prior to Prime 4 is probably Dread, Prime Remastered, Fusion, Super, and then Zero Mission. But you need to play Zero Mission.
Yeah.
And Super. Those are both awesome.
According to Metroid's history, I mean, we should be getting a remake of
Super.
Of Super.
Yeah, that's next on the list since Metroid 2 was already remade.
Yeah.
I don't know where this would land in my top 5. Maybe above Fusion, but still below Dread and Prime Remastered. But I'll have to think about it a little bit more. I definitely like Dread more than Prime 4, but I think I favor the 2D Metroids.
Yeah, I mean that's like that. I mean that's the classic, right? That's what when you think about Metroid, like
that's what it's. Yeah, it's the original form, and I think the unlocks you get in the 2D games are a bit better than you get in the 3D ones.
Yeah,
and that is one thing that I do find a bit lacking in Metroid Prime 4 is like there's not really any new abilities to the franchise. Like you get kind of.
See, I haven't felt that way ever with like even like playing like Metroid Dread, like going from Dread, and that really being like one of my first Metroid games. And then I played Prime for the first time, the remaster, and I'm like, man, like Prime came out in what 2002, 3, and we're still unlocking the same stuff, which I have no problem with. I love it, but we're still unlocking like all the same exact items,
Spider Ball,
in Dread that we did in Prime 20 years ago. So has there? I mean, obviously the psychic stuff is a little bit new and not new.
It's new, but it's not new. It's just a different name for it. Like I guess Dread had like the multi-missile thing. You could shoot a cluster missile.
And this has it with like the super missile that you can like every single weapon has like its own like super version.
Yeah.
I do like I wish there was kind of more of it, but like when you're doing the spider ball and like you're hovering and like you're grappling toward like the little spheres and like getting
that was fun.
Tossed up. Those segments are really cool.
Yeah, I don't remember that from the other Prime games. I think that was.
I think the grapple's cool. I mean, it's not like it's no Halo Infinite grapple, but I mean,
I wish you could grapple more freely. That would be awesome. Maybe in Prime 5 when it's not kind of limited by the Switch 1.
Yeah,
like
I think this game is going to sell pretty well.
I hope so.
I mean, it was number 1 on the eShop and for Switch and Switch 2.
Yeah. I think over 3 million would be a success. I mean, that would be like the best selling franchise, but I don't know.
I'm gonna say, I mean, DK sold what, over 3? That's, I mean, DK is not, I mean, it's not a huge.
But DK was also just Switch 2.
Right. Yeah,
So
DK is not a huge like franchise, like a huge selling franchise, and obviously Metroid is even lower than that.
yeah.
Yeah, with it being on Switch and Switch 2. Yeah, I think like maybe by what, March or February when we get the final. I'm thinking 5, man. I really am.
But that's in 1 month. Like that's 5 million in 1 month.
In just 1 month.
Yeah,
When is the financials? Is it March or is it February?
It's February, but it goes through 12/31. So it only captured data from Q4 this year
to 12/31.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it'll only capture like 20 something days of the.
Okay. Maybe yeah. Maybe at the next one, the following one. But I could easily see it being over at least over 1 million for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely over 1 million. I think if it's not over 1 million,
that's not good.
that's a flop because you're working with a pretty huge install base with the Switch 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it should be the best selling because it has that install base.
150 million Switches and what 13 million Switch 2s. So yeah, it should sell.
Yeah.
I got high hopes. I mean, this game is, I think, fantastic. Wish I would have reviewed better. Some of those, the 8s I can see, but the 6s and below, I'm like, man, like, I don't know. I don't know what you were playing. We weren't playing the same game,
right?
Evidently.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point.
All right. Well, that is our impressions for Metroid Prime 4. I think we both say it's probably a must-play game.
For sure.
If you're a Metroid fan, if you're a Switch fan in general, I think it's a must-play. So, yeah, great game. All right. Well, let's briefly go through the news, Nick, and then we'll wrap it up with our Game Award predictions.
Sweet.
So something Tomb Raider is coming to the Game Awards. Speaking of the Game Awards, we assume it's a new game. I think Rise of the Tomb Raider had its anniversary a couple of weeks ago. We obviously had the Tomb Raider. What was it? The remake or not remake? The like the newer Tomb Raider, the one that came back in like 2011, 2013, something like that. That got shadow dropped on Switch and Switch 2. And it's a great game. Hopefully we get Rise and Shadow soon. But yeah, I would love to see a new. I think I am itching for. If we're not gonna get an Uncharted anytime soon, I'm itching for something Uncharted-esque, and obviously Tomb Raider is right up there.
I mean, Tomb Raider is kind of a Metroidvania.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty excited for that. So we'll see what happens with that. And then GameStop, they may have leaked. It's not confirmed yet, but that Rose from RE8, from Resident Evil 8 is a playable character in Resident Evil Requiem. This is coming from pull up the article real quick from IGN. But yeah, apparently it's a part of a deluxe edition. There's a costume for Rose. So that would essentially say that she is a playable character in the game. So we shall see it. We obviously know that Leon is we don't know if he's a playable character, right? But we know he's definitely in the game. I would assume he's a playable character. If he's not a playable,
the art for the game.
If he's not a playable character, I think people will be mad. But so yeah, that's 3 playable characters now, but potentially. We're talking about this in the pre-show, but that's kind of like getting close to like RE6, and that game had major problems, but they also had like 5 or 6 different playable characters that all had like their own story. I imagine it's not going to be like that. It's probably going to at some point, in the story it'll switch up. But
yeah, I have a feeling this Rose stuff is incorrect. I just feel like it's a typo for Grace, like skins for Grace, or outfits for Grace, or like it was some like AI write up that maybe it shows the wrong protagonist. I can't see them adding in Rose as a playable character. I don't know how that would fit in with the timeline.
Yeah, I mean she got her flowers, and not no pun intended, but she got her flowers in Resident Evil 8 because she was the playable character. I think it was like 16 years after the events of Resident Evil 8.
Yeah.
So she was a playable character there. So yeah, and like she was a fine character, but I don't think like, I mean, this is like the return to Raccoon City. Like Leon's coming back. Like this is a huge deal for Resident Evil fans, and I don't think anybody's itching to play as Rose. You know, maybe she could pop up in the story. I don't know, because it is in the future of the Resident Evil timeline. But yeah, I think you're probably right, Nick. I think it's probably some sort of typo or AI mock-up or something like that. It doesn't make a lot of sense for us going to Raccoon City and it being a different iteration or version of the Mega Mycite or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
I feel like that story is
that's come to a close. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Leon is very exciting. I mean,
can't wait, dude.
It's such a like, of course he's going to be in the game when they're going back to Raccoon City. He was in Resident Evil 2 when, the whole Raccoon City outbreak took place. So like, of course he's going to be back, and he's going to be freaking 50 years old, and it's going to be awesome.
Just keep Neil Druckmann anywhere away from this game. I don't have any crazy ideas with Leon, because if Leon dies, the world cries.
Yeah, like I really hope they don't kill Leon off. And they did not need to progress the timeline this much and make him a 50-year-old man. Like they did not need to do that, but like it's a video. You don't have to. They don't have to.
Yeah, the timeline for Resident Evil is so all over the place. I don't even know the history anymore. It's so convoluted.
Right.
But nonetheless, I am very excited for this game. This is probably at this point in time my most hyped game for next year, which is crazy because it comes out in February, so where it's not a long time. It's like this. Maybe Gears E-Day is the next one. Obviously GTA 6 is pretty hype, but who knows? But yeah, this one, yeah, I am. This is our bread and butter Resident Evil here as of late, and yeah, I cannot wait to play it.
I think this will get.
And playing on the Switch too, man. Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
I think this will get a reveal at the Game Awards.
Yeah, this was evidently this was leaked, so yeah, I think this is gonna come at some point during the game.
We're gonna get a trailer, and it's gonna end with.
It's gonna be kind of like the Resident Evil 2 trailer. Like they showed off the zombie, and then Leon got introduced, and we're like, oh my god, remake of Vari. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, they showed didn't they show a mouse like skirting through?
Yeah.
I don't know, some room or something, and then it reveals that it's RE2.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait. And then last up before we dive into the predictions, Skyrim. Skyrim Switch 2 edition is coming. It's available now. It's a free upgrade if you already own Skyrim. I'm kind of loving like this Xbox Microsoft just little shadow announcement or shadow drops for their games that are already out there and Tomb Raider and stuff like that. So I love this type of stuff. Like I think it's nice that we don't have to wait for a direct to announce these things, that we can just. I think the Nintendo is. I guess you don't really need Nintendo's permission, but being able to just say it's out now. Here it is.
Yeah, I mean, apparently
that stuff is super cool.
Apparently, it's not great. It still runs at 30, and there appears to be no.
What?
There appears to be a bunch of latency issues with controller inputs, and then apparently the game crashes a bunch as well. So
so classic Skyrim.
Yeah, right. Yeah, very classic. And then if you originally bought Skyrim on the Switch back when it released in 2017, and you did not purchase the anniversary upgrade for $20, you cannot upgrade this to the Switch 2 version. So, I have that original version. I didn't upgrade to anniversry because why would I do that?
Yeah.
Now I can't play the Switch 2 version unless I essentially pay $20. So I'm not doing that. I guess Skyrim again, 30 frames per second, and have it crash all the time. So I'm good. But good on them for trying. Maybe they'll put out a good release over the next decade. I don't know. I do have the screenshot here. Here are all of the Skyrim releases. I'll just read them off real quick. 2011 original release, 2012 premium edition, 2013 legendary edition, 2016 special edition on the last gen consoles, 2017 Nintendo Switch Edition plus VR for PlayStation.
Yeah.
2018 Skyrim VR for PC. 2021 Anniversary Edition for like PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Series. 2022 Switch Anniversary Edition, and then 2025 Switch 2 Anniversary Edition.
Jeez.
So that's like literally.
I mean, we made fun of The Last of Us, but
releases.
man,
Yeah,
that's pretty
Skyrim
egregious.
always finds a new way to have a new.
I mean, that's that joke. I mean, even Todd,
Howard.
yeah, he was like, we're gonna put it on, we're gonna bring it to your fridge or whatever. So yeah,
bring it to your LG fridge.
The game that keeps on selling. All right, well, let's dive over to the game award predictions. Nick, why don't you kick it off with a prediction?
I think we get one Nintendo announcement, and it's something very inconsequential and not really big at all. Like maybe a new trailer for like a Fire Emblem, or for like Fire Emblem Three Wishes. What was it called? Not Three Wishes. I can't remember the new Fire Emblem game. Like maybe a trailer for that. I don't think we'll get any new game announcements from Nintendo, but I think we will get like one trailer for a game.
Yeah, I'm either. I don't know, because like the last couple, I mean, they're usually not big in the Game Awards anyways, but
no,
the last couple years, like it's been kind of all hands on deck for Switch 2. I don't know. I feel like we could get something big, or it'll just be like a sizzle reel for, I don't know, for Nintendo games or something like that. Or I don't think they'll announce any upgrades to any of those, because I just don't think those have gone over super well with people. I'm trying to think of like
maybe third-party games on Switch too.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see like Expedition 33 getting like shadow dropped or something like for Switch 2.
Sweet. Like that, or like Metaphor getting
or Metaphor getting announced. But that's more on the third party side. I want to say something Zelda, but maybe that's just crazy. Maybe that's just crazy talk.
I think if they are to do a big announcement, it would be an Ocarina of Time.
That's what I'm saying. Like that would be like show ending.
I'm scared for that remake from a reviews perspective, because are people gonna drill into it for Navi being annoying, or for the open world being, or for like the open area?
Which is crazy, because Navi is fucking annoying in Ocarina of Time. Like, I love Navi, but she is obnoxious. So
I almost hope they don't change it.
I hope they don't. I hope it's more annoying. Like, I hope they hear the criticism from Miles and are like, you know what, we're gonna crank it up a notch, because people have the attention span of a fucking bee. You know, these TikTok brains over here that can't listen to somebody talk for more than 2 seconds.
I think like every time Navi asks if you want to repeat what they just said, they need to change where yes and no are. So they
do that with the owl. I don't know if you remember that. There's a couple times where like yes is on the bottom, and then I think a couple of more times you meet him later on, and it's like on the top, and you're just like, oh my god, kill me now. It's so obnoxious. Ocarina of Time, fantastic. So yeah, I could see an Ocarina of Time remake. I mean, Zelda's 40th anniversary next year. But obviously Nintendo likes to keep everything pretty close to their directs and have those announced there. But if anything big like that were to be, I think that could be at the Game Awards. I mean, we've gotten stuff, we get Tears of the Kingdom trailer in the past.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not unheard of that we get something big from Zelda. So I think that could be really cool.
I think we could get GTA 5 on Switch too.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be cool.
Yeah. Do you have any for like non-Nintendo, like anything Xbox or PlayStation? I know we're gonna see Steros from PlayStation.
Yeah.
I know there's that like thing in the desert like the game, like the statue thing in the desert, and everyone's trying to figure out what it is. I think that's related to Divinity: Original Sin from Larian.
Yeah.
So we kind of have an inkling, but yeah. Anything else?
I mean, PlayStation. I mean, we know Wolverine's coming out next year. Maybe we get a trailer for Wolverine.
Yeah.
Another one when we just got one. Maybe we get something from Wolverine. Or maybe we get another look at or a first look at the the Naughty Dog game, the Heretic game.
Okay, like a gameplay.
Yeah, do like a gameplay reveal of that. That could be really cool. Yeah, other than that, I don't really have. When did Astrobot come out? Was that last year, 2024?
Yeah, it was last year.
That's too soon for Astrobot 2.
And Ghost just came out, so nothing.
Ghost just came out.
Maybe God of War, something God of War related.
Yeah, maybe
spin-off game.
Yeah, God of War Egypt or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, they're gonna go with
2023. No, 2022. Yeah,
2022. Yeah, Elden Ring year. Oh yeah.
Because everyone was like, "Oh yeah, God of War." I'm like, "No, God of War is not winning game of the year." Like, don't like. What do we like? Same thing with Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man, like dude, as a massive Tears of the Kingdom fan, I already knew that Baldur's Gate 3 was gonna sweep it, and that's exactly what happened. Same thing. Expedition 33. Like I expect them to. This may be the most like
the biggest sweep of all time.
The biggest sweep of all time. Like yeah. Maybe a lot of people thought that with Baldur's Gate 3, and obviously it did sweep a lot of those awards. But yeah, this feels like the clear winner. Like this is Expedition 33's Game of the Awards,
right?
Game Awards. So yeah, I don't know. PlayStation. Yeah, I don't know. And then Xbox, I mean, it's Jeff Keighley. We're gonna get Hideo Kojima up on the stage for 15 minutes. That's kind of like filling the bingo card sheet. But maybe we get a gameplay reveal of what's his Xbox exclusive game? OD. No, we got that trailer not too long ago, and it looks really cool. But maybe we'll get like a gameplay reveal of that. Like, other than that, like I don't need to see Hideo Kojima. Like I know we just got Death Stranding 2. That's up for Game of the Year. If he has a reason to be there on the stage and he's showing off OD, cool. Sure. Otherwise, we don't need him on the stage. But I'll be there. Anyways, regardless, like, oh, I've got a new game in development. I don't have a name yet, but
it's 10 years out. But
it'll be 20 minutes of him talking about a concept.
Half-Life 3.
I think that I think okay. So yeah, normally so Valve when they announce a new hardware, they usually have a game to go with it. So I think that there is a high if this is not the year for Half-Life 3, then I don't think it ever will be. So yeah, I think there could be a possibility that Half-Life 3 closes the show next year. Or this year, I mean, and then come out like
whatever
in like January, February, March of next year, because that's whenever the new hardware is going to be coming out for that. I don't think it'll be exclusive to that hardware, to Steam, I should say.
Do you think it will come to consoles?
I think it will.
We need to get the orange box on Switch too.
Ooh, that would be huge. Yeah.
I mean, I know we have Portal 1 and 2 on Switch 1.
Yeah, we definitely need that.
We need Half-Life, because I've never played Half-Life.
Yeah, so Half-Life 2 is like obviously the one of the best first person campaigns ever. That and the two DLC expansions. You mentioned Elden Ring, and that triggered. I think we'll get a look at the Switch 2.
Oh, the Dustbloods.
Dustbloods. I think we'll get a look at that. I think we'll get a trailer for that. Yeah, that could be awesome. And then Xbox, like I don't know, like we we're definitely not seeing anything Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty is not it. It lost me points this year, and it was not a good iteration of Call of Duty. I think we probably see some Gears of War from Xbox. I think that could be pretty huge. Getting in like a quick mission or something like that.
Like 3 day?
For E-Day.
Okay.
I don't see anything Halo. We obviously just got the announcement of Halo remastered. Yeah, I don't know if they do anything Halo, like maybe they announce some sort of like free to play multiplayer or something, whether that's a battle royale or whatever. I mean, you could literally call it Halo ODST or something like that, and it'd be a BR. I mean, that would be kind of the perfect thing for that.
Yeah.
I think we will probably get hopefully, get a release date for Judas, the Ken Levine BioShock creator game.
It's like vaporware.
That's been shown off like a ton, and we've still have no release date for that. I think we'll finally get a release date for that game. What else you got?
Actually, I would say Silent Hill 1 remake, but I don't think Konami gets a lot of visibility at Jeff Keighley's events just because of his relationship with Kojima. Yeah. So maybe not that.
Well, they showed off what Silent Hill F last year? Was that the Game Awards?
It must have been at one of his events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think we get any announcement of any DLC for any games?
I don't think so. I'm thinking about Nintendo right now. I don't think Prime 4 is going to get any like DLC. Maybe it'll get like a boss rush mode, but that's not a TGA worthy addition. No. Honestly, maybe Mario Kart, like some DLC from like some free DLC from Mario Kart, like some new characters and new costumes, maybe some new tracks.
Yeah, that'd be cool
to coincide with DK Bonanza.
Get Viola in there.
Some other games. Yeah, dude, getting Viola in there would be awesome, but
such a waste. Such a waste.
Such a freaking potential. Waste. We can't talk about it enough, but yeah, wasted potential. Like I could see them adding in some Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC to Mario Kart, but yeah, that's about it. And then nothing from Xbox DLC wise.
No.
PlayStation, maybe something for Ghost of Yotei. I don't know.
Yeah. I think we could finally maybe get a look at that Prince of Persia remake that was like indefinitely delayed. Maybe we get a look at that. That could be really cool.
Yeah.
What's that other Ubisoft game that's like in development hell right now?
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yeah, Beyond Good and Evil 2. Like
no shot.
No, that's vaporware.
Maybe Black Flag remake.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Put it on Switch too.
Yeah.
Everything else that could be cool. Did we ever figure out if Assassin's Creed Shadows runs good on Switch 2? I don't think I ever checked out the reviews for that.
Yeah, I think it does. I think it runs pretty good.
Okay.
Not as good as Outlaws. Okay. But still like a good faith effort from Ubisoft.
You think we get any announcement for I guess we're getting Resident Evil 7 and 8 for Switch 2.
I would love to get 4.
Yeah, 4, 2, 3. Like that could be another cool collection to have.
Yeah.
On Switch 2. Maybe I doubt they announce that here just because that's getting ready to come out in February, but maybe that gets announced some point down the road.
Mm-hmm.
I could see if we don't get anything from Halo, maybe we'll get another trailer for the remaster, and then they put Switch 2 on there and say, "Hey, it's also coming to Switch 2."
Okay,
like that could be pretty awesome.
Yeah, that would be great. Maybe we get a date for like Indiana Jones on Switch 2.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then
that was announced at the game, or no, that was announced at Summer Game Fest, right?
Yeah.
Or no, that was Xbox's thing, right? Xbox preview, whatever they had.
I'm not sure.
Or was it at?
No, it must have been
It was a direct, wasn't it? Wasn't it a Nintendo Direct that happened at? I think it did.
I mean, it must have been when the Switch 2 was already out, or at least announced.
No, because I specifically remember like Indy doing some puzzle, and then like he opens it up, and it's like a Switch 2 or something like that. Maybe I'm misremembering that, but I think it's something like that.
Yeah, I just can't remember. Can't remember which event.
Yeah, it might have been. It might have been the Game Awards.
Yeah,
or not Game Awards, the Summer Games Fest.
yeah.
So yeah, I could see that.
Elden Ring new trailer for Switch 2, maybe.
Yeah. See when that comes out. Do you think we get anything from FromSoft proper? I mean, I know Dustbloods is coming out next year. Do you think we get like a Dark Souls 4 announcement or Elden Ring 2?
Bloodborne 2?
Jeez, stop.
No, I don't think anything from FromSoft aside from potentially Dustbloods.
Yeah.
Or like Dark Souls trilogy on Switch 2.
Yeah.
That would
or
be
like
nice.
I mean, have we gotten like a Dark Souls 3 remaster?
No.
We got a 2, right? Like Scholar, I guess Scholar was technically
That was like
that
2
was
years
more of
later.
like yeah. Maybe a Dark Souls 3 remaster could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bloodborne.
I'm not even gonna speak it.
Maybe like I know that Knights of the Old Republic remake wasn't necessarily canceled, but maybe we get a look at that for the first time.
Yeah.
But who knows with that one?
I don't think we'll see that one.
No, probably not.
We're definitely glazing over the 30 free to play games that are indefinitely going to show up for the majority of the show.
Fortnite's going to have something in there.
Yeah.
Some sort of event or skin. Please bring back the Attack on Titan skins. That'd be great. Give us a good Attack on Titan game. Jeez, man.
You didn't like the one that you played?
It was okay.
It was okay. Okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the other publishers like GTA 6. Like maybe we get a trailer, but probably not. I don't think we get one. Starfield 2 coming to Switch 2, maybe.
Starfield 2?
I mean, Starfield coming to Switch 2.
Yeah. Like, yeah, Starfield. Maybe Doom.
Oh, the Dark Ages?
Yeah.
I love that. I forgot the game came out this year.
Don't forget about it when you're top 10.
No, I won't. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, hopefully there's some genuine surprises.
I think we'll get some decent surprises this year. But we'll see. We'll see.
Who do you think the celebrity is going to be that's going to come on and announce something?
I'm going to say John Cena.
What would he be? You think he's going to be part of a game? Or do you think or just a random celebrity?
I think he'll just be a random celebrity.
Okay. I like it.
Or like Pedro Pascal.
Okay.
What about you?
I don't know. I'm going to say this is off the wall here, but this is Johnny Depp is going to come on stage. Okay. And he's going to announce Kingdom Hearts 4.
Okay. That is a controversial pick.
Why? How's that controversial?
Johnny Depp? His whole like
he's cleared.
He is cleared in the court of law, but I still think it's still a controversial get.
Yeah.
I don't know. That might be a tough one to go for.
Okay. Here, how about this? How about Johnny Depp comes on stage and Amber Heard comes on stage as well?
They announced the Aquaman game and Kingdom Hearts 4.
I'm gonna say, okay, this is a real one. I'm gonna say, so we just had Eminem and Hitman as a what's the target thing? Whatever their elusive target. Eminem's gonna come out on the stage with 50 Cent, and they're gonna announce the new Def Jam fighting game.
Okay.
Huge.
Okay.
Okay. Speaking of fighting games, Dragon Ball FighterZ 2 is getting announced on Thursday.
Nah, they're just gonna announce more characters for FighterZ 1.
I'll take that. I'll do that. That's just fine. we have the new Daima show that they could add in. I mean, we got options, baby. I mean, come on.
I'm praying for you. I hope it happens.
Yeah. We'll see.
Nice.
All right. Any final predictions before we wrap the show?
No, I think we've covered all of the
big stuff.
Yeah, all the big stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. When does the new Fallout season come out? Is that already out?
No, I think it's later this month.
Later this month. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get a trailer for that.
Yeah.
That could be cool. I don't need the actors coming out there and explaining anything. Just let there be a trailer and move on. Let's also not do that as well. Can we just not have people come on the stage and just rapid fire these announcements?
It's like a freaking Nintendo Direct. They show the trailer and then they talk about what the trailer showed for another.
Oh my! I am so done with directs and the way they've gotten now. Like, I do not need a 5-minute explanation for something I just saw. Like, we are the hardcore people watching these directs. Like, we can understand the concept.
We can discern it. Yeah.
You know, unless it's like a game direct that's focused, like, let's just keep it moving.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's nice. It. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate everyone watching live and listening to the audio version. If you can review us on your favorite podcasting platform of choice, that would be greatly appreciated. We'll be back next Monday talking about our final thoughts for Metroid Prime 4, which is sad to think about. Like, this game is 8 years of development.
It's gonna come and go.
20 years since, like, when did Prime 3 come out? Like 2011?
It's like 07.
07. Oh, geez. Okay. So yeah.
18 years.
18 years between the last Prime game, like a new Prime game. Yeah, kind of sad that it takes so long to make, and we can just wrap it up in a weekend. But yeah, we'll back at our final thoughts of that. We'll talk about all things the Game Awards, good or bad, good and bad, I should say. And we'll be live streaming this Thursday on the Game Awards. I'm gonna try to get live a little bit early, but my son's got a little like Christmas concert, so that I should be back in time, but we'll see. But either way, I'll be streaming that, and then Nick, you'll be here on and off, probably,
potentially. Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun. Game Awards is always fun, man. I love this time of year, holidays, Game Awards. Even if it sucks, it's still fun.
Yeah, it's always a good time, regardless.
All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.